How's everybody doing? Welcome back to the channel. Sketchy Jeep here. The day is finally here. We are heading to Uwharrie National Forest to take the Gladiator out for its maiden voyage on the trails. I'm going to pick up a friend and we're going to head out. We're going to camp tonight, which is Saturday, and tomorrow night, Sunday, into Monday morning, and head back this way. So with that being said, let's go ahead and throw this into the tent. Got the Jeep all bogged down, everything ratchet strap. On my way to pick up my buddy. He shouldn't have a lot from the picture he sent me, so we should be able to fit everything either on top of the upper decker or in the bed itself. And then we're off to Uwharrie. But precious cargo is picked up and we are en route to Uwharrie. We just got on the road, so about 10 minutes ago. It's a 4.5 hour drive, so we should get there around 3:30-ish. Again, I'm gonna keep talking about the cold because this will be my first time ever doing something like this. Besides, like in the military, but even then we had like generators and heaters and stuff like that. So this going out there and camping in 25 degrees, I think is how cold it's supposed to get tonight. It's gonna be a struggle, but my situation is a lot better, I feel, than his situation. Because he's gonna be on the ground, even though he's like a wilderness dude, like be having his bug out bags and all these quick survival gear and stuff to start fire with air and water. You think he's gonna be good?
Yeah, so I set up that one person tent I just got yesterday from Walmart.
It was missing poles?
Yeah.
Like, did it look like it was already open?
Yeah, the box is like half ripped open.
Was that the only tent they had?
Yeah, it's the only single person tent they had, so we'll see how this goes. So I have to find some trees to tie it down to.
But I told him, if it gets too cold, I got a 2-person tent, so we can bunk up together and keep each other warm.
Your destination will be on the right.
We pulled into El Dorado Outpost, got some fuel, and our trail passes for the weekend. The Gladiator got some attention from some fellow Jeepers. We talked about our Jeeps for a little and the trails we planned on hitting for the weekend. We said our see you soon on the trails as we all continued our different adventures.
All right, so we're here. Got out the trusty map because I have been here in about 6 months or so, so memory's kind of fuzzy. I know where I want to go look for a camping spot, but I feel like that was a prime real estate area, so it might be taken. However, where we camped was further down from that main big camping area, so like there's like a hill that went down by the river, so maybe that'll work out. We'll see. You gotta do the Jeep wave, man. You're missing the waves, man.
Where they hit me with it?
You know, hit them with a boop. All right, so we got our spot. My X-Flow's already coming in handy to level out the Jeep. Now we're trying to get everything set up before night falls because they just had daylight savings time not too long ago, so it's gonna get a little darker quicker. Trying to find some rocks or something so we can find a spot to put that fire before it gets too late. Again, because it's about to be 25 degrees tonight and the temperature's dropping fast right now. You feel it. So try to get everything set up, get the whole campsite set up. nightfall. Getting the fire going. About to get started on the cooking. And I'm keeping it simple. Just gonna do a bowl of chili or a pot of chili. Keep us warm for this weather. I think it's very fitting, so that's what we're gonna do. All right, so it's morning time. Made it through the night. I was worried about old Joey over here because, again, he was on the ground, and he said he was good though. So initially it wasn't that bad getting in the tent because I used a buddy heater right there to, hopefully it's in the frame. I used that to preheat the tent because of course there's two dangers with a buddy heater in such a small tent. It's the suffocation, because it's going to use your air supply if you don't got a steady airflow in that tent, and then the other, of course, is going to be a fire. And because this rooftop tent is so small, the heat that's radiating off that heater, when I was touching the top of the tent was like warm to the touch. So I know a prolonged period of time probably could cause the material to melt and possibly start a fire. But again, for preheating the tent, it did a pretty good job. And it helped me get to sleep quicker. If I would have been without that and getting in that tent and trying to use my body heat to warm up that sleeping bag, oh, that would have been miserable. And I'm pretty sure that's what he experienced.
It's a little bit.
It was a little chilly when it took a while to warm up.
Yep.
Now we're about to make some breakfast. I would like pre-cooked a few things at the house, like bacon, because that's always messy for me when I'm cooking it camping. So the bacon is pre-cooked. Just got to warm that up. And then we're going to throw some eggs, some butter bread on the griddle, on the Coleman grill, and just make some bacon, egg, and cheese sandwiches. And then we're going to hit the trails for a couple of hours. So we're going to Wolf Den. That's an easy trail, you know, get started, and then we'll work our way up from there. See how she performs with this longer wheelbase. I'm very interested into seeing what difference the JKS lift kit makes. Granted, I didn't come out here stock, so I don't really have a baseline, but I just want to see the clearance with a breakover angle and a departure angle. Spotted the Gladiator on the trail already. He's right in front of us. Let's see if I can flip this thing around. Rubicon though, Rubicon. We got that good. He just came in and said it looked a lot less, what was the word used?
Not as bad or something.
It looked like it doesn't look as bad from the outside looking in, but while I was in here, I'm like thinking this Jeep's about to flip. Sure, this is weak sauce right now. It's just a small little obstacle, nothing major, but I still want to get out and check. This is the first. I already hit something, bottomed out. I think it was like a shock mount or something that it hit for briefly, but I guess if I just follow this line right here, should be good. Yeah. But it's exciting. Ain't nothing like it. And it's warming up.
And there you have it. There's that collision on the trail, so technically not clickbait. So I guess my guy activated his full send, and he lost traction while going up, and he collided with the Jeep. After getting out, I didn't notice any damage at first, but when I got home and washed the Jeep, there was a little dent in the rocker panel, but it was no big deal. So we helped the guy up, get on his motorcycle, and then we continued Jeeping.
Alright, so I think we're gonna call it on the trails. I'm satisfied. Joey got the experience. We're gonna go check out the lake, see that view, and head back to the campsite and set up for the night. Now you know, can't wash it for about 2 weeks. I gotta drive around in my local town so people know that I use the Jeep y'all drive yours around for. Back at the campsite. Just doing something simple. The sun's about to set, so we get the fire going and set up for our last night here. But overall, it's been a blast. You enjoy yourself, Joey?
Oh yeah.
Our fire ain't doing so good because of these 4x4s. So he broke out his axe. And where does your axe hail?
Swedish made.
Swedish made.
Swedish steel. It's the finest steel you can get for an axe. Feels pretty good. You got a nice little swing right here. You can like choke up on it if you need to do a little fine work.
There it
Not too
is.
bad. You got a small piece, but you might be able to take another hack at this bad boy. Try to get a little bit more centered this time. It's a little bit sketchy, but
Sketchy. There's that word.
with that. So you got, you want to find the grain a little bit, kind of go with the grain. It's gonna split a little bit easier. See how we can do.
Hey, we ain't professionals here, right? I'm sure the professionals that be out there hitting Moab every day can see my flaws, that I'm going slow and I'm braking and I'm gassing and all that. But we are not professionals here, right? We figuring it out. Now, I'm a very novice wheeler. He's a novice outdoor guys. We're gonna call him Cub Grills out here. So we figuring it out. But the only way to figure it out, you can watch YouTube videos all day, like you said, but you got to get out there and do it. And that's what you're out here doing right now. And that's the fun part. That's the fun in it. We just got to be safe. All right. We're wrapping everything up. Got the tent, all the gear packed up in the truck. Got the campsite cleaned up. And I'm pretty sure we just created like an entire new campsite on this place. A nice one too, nice little fire pit and everything. I mean, it's right off the road, but that means quick access to the trails. So this might be the spot from now on. This might be the spot from now on. If you ain't looking for it, you ain't gonna know it's here. So I think we just created a sketchy campsite. That's what we're gonna call this, a sketchy campsite. You ready to go?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, we about to roll out. Thanks again for that impromptu video that y'all hopefully stuck around to see on the axe and the chopping the firewood. That was funny and informative. And now we about to get on the road. Try to get on flat surface, reconnect the end links, then go air up, and then the 4-hour journey back to Virginia. All right, so I just dropped my friend off back at his house on my way home. It's been a 4-hour drive. Had a blast this weekend. I hope you guys enjoyed it too. And if you did like the video, leave a comment, like the video, share it, and subscribe, because I do have more videos in the works. I have an air compressor that I'm getting ready to install. I might be changing out that tonneau cover actually. And I have my rooftop tent I've had for about a year. I'm about to do a review on it. So stay tuned, because I got more videos in the pipeline. You guys have a good one.